My girls hold me down, them boys mess around. My love life is a mess. We going out tonight because I'm looking for love. That's right, y'all. It's your girl Barbie J here, and we are talking about Sistas Season 2, Episode 20, Catch Fade. Somebody tell me what that means. I didn't get it. Catch, fade. Who's catching what and who's fading what? I don't know. I know Andy caught her ass whooping. That's all I think I know. Ooh. I kept saying I'm going to bring water around when I do these reviews because I started laughing and my voice is dry. Anyway, so before we get started, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe now. Hit the little notification bell. It's not over there. I think it's over here. And then it's red. It says subscribe. Hit the red subscribe button, and then you hit the notification bell, and it'll let you know every time I upload a new video, which is usually daily. Anyway, now I want to give a shout out to the people who've been holding down my comment section on my channels. There's the new people and there's old people, but there's the people who just are, what do you call them? Loyal. How about them? Them girls ain't loyal. Anyway, so there's Brandon Bradley, Lamont Simpson, Ray J. Love, Bobby Ray, Celine Breeden, Jennifer Calhoun, Ty Harrell, Tia Devine, Usha Morrison, Tiffany Harrell, Cornelius Brackens, Isaiah Hill, Shanice Says, Cynthia Judkins, Marlene Ramsey, Justine B. New one, Shanika Johnson. Oh, is that Sharika? Sharika, that's my handwriting. So sorry if I said it wrong. Sharika Johnson, Naturally K, Natisha Allen, Cat Eyes, Rosa Johnson, Miss Trish from South Jersey, Perfecto Chico, Miss V, Karen Wilson. Thank you all. I enjoy receiving your reviews, and I look forward to, I'm sorry. I look forward to your comments. Receiving your comments and answering them back, because some of y'all is just crazy out there. Some of the stuff that y'all be writing, y'all straight up crazy. I thought I was crazy, y'all crazy. And yes, if y'all wondering, yes, I am in my pajamas doing this review, because as soon as it's over, I'm taking out these earrings, pulling off this hat, and I'm going to bed. Anyway. Now, so we started off with Andy being confronted by, what's her name, Jasmine? And she's like, you better leave me alone. Jasmine got her girls, and Andy trying to be all tough. You better leave me alone, and I'm going to get you arrested, and you going to jail, and I know all the police. She tried to talk herself out of her ass whooping is what she was trying to do. But it wasn't working, because Jasmine got sick of her talking, slapped the shit out of her. Then they start fighting, told her girls, get her. Because she was calling them dumb. Jasmine messed up calling them dumb. See, she called you dumb. She calling y'all stupid. You got to know. My ring. Oh, you got a ring? I got the real ring. I got the real wedding ring. So they fighting over who got the real wedding band and stuff. And they're like, she's lying to you. She's lying to you. Both of them were saying the other one is lying. But, you know, Andy was screaming it loudest because Andy did not want to go up against these three women. So they went and started kicking her behind and stuff. And Andy was trying. I was glad he gave her like 30 seconds of a whoop ass. I was dying. And then I knew it was going to be Fatima, because Fatima is no joke. I could tell already. Fatima come out there and say, what the hell is going on? She probably didn't say hell. I think she said, what the F is going on? She come pulling, you know, she come out with the pistol, pulling out her bag. Get your ass over there. Get over there from behind me. And she got a gun. And Andy's like, no, Fatima. No, don't do it and stuff. She's like, no, give me a reason. I'll pop it. Fatima was ready. No, she's crazy, Fatima. She's crazy. She said, no, she acting crazy. My bitch, my ass is crazy. You know, I was like, oh no. She said she playing crazy. I'm the real fucking crazy right here. I was like, oh my God. Fatima showed this other hood side of her, which I was loving. But she did say she was hood. But she said the police are coming anyway, so the other two girls cut out. And Jasmine was like, I don't care. You don't scare me. I ain't going nowhere. You better get out of here. You know, it was all of this nonsense. It was crazy. But, first first she telling Fatima's like, no, I could have shot her. She was like, bitch, you crazy? You trying to become a lawyer. I said, did Andy call Fatima a biatch? I could not believe it. She called her a biatch. She questioned her why she got a gun. She said, look, I'm a single woman in Atlanta. I'm gonna be packing, you know. I got to protect myself. I said, I hear that, honey. I hear that. So she said, well, I'm glad you was. She said, because I almost got my ass kicked. She said, I almost caught a case. Oh, I'm sorry. Not caught a case. I almost caught a body, she said. I almost caught a body. Fatima was ready to shoot somebody. And Andy, I'm glad she know that she almost got her behind kicked, trying to tuck herself out of that whooping. So anyway, she decided she gonna go home and change her clothes. And you know, Fatima offered, you want me to go get it? No, I'll go home. I'll do it, da-da-da. She gets in her car and drives off. Hayden gets his trifling ass out the car. Now, why are you gonna get out the car, Hayden, now? And then he had the nerve to tell her, wow, very impressive. I wonder what the boss would say if he knew all this mess was going on down here and you got this gun and stuff. And she was like, what? Because when he came up behind her, then she turned quick with the gun. And he said, that's when he started clapping. And he said, very impressive. She said, yeah, so you know now not to F with me. I said, tell him. Because he trying to mess with her and it's going to be nasty. I don't know what Hayden's problem is, but he need to stop it. So when he put that at Fatima, talking about what the bosses would say, she said, what would it say if I told them what you did to Zach? Oh, we still on that? She said, we on that until I say we done with that. She said, he said, well, I got him out. She said, I know. And he was safe right next to me in my bed all night. I said, I'm sorry. Fatima came with the good line. I was like, I love it. You better tell him, Fatima. He was so pissed about it. He said, yeah. Anyway, and she said, and if he have any issues with them damn houses, I'm going to bury your ass. So I try not to swear when I'm doing this, but they be swearing in the show, and it only sound right when you say it how they do. And you start trying to bleep yourself out, even though they bleep it out in the show. Why they let them say it if they gonna bleep it out? I don't know why. Anyway, so they go to Jacoby and Maurice at the bank, and that's just so ridiculous. They chatting, and he's trying to give him coffee, and he's like, you don't want some, I want some cream in it. You know, he's being nasty. You could tell Maurice was being nasty. I don't know what's wrong with Jacoby, why he didn't catch that nasty line, but he let it go by. Then some happy-go-lucky Dale comes in there. Hey, and he said, oh, you got a customer. Jacoby automatically knew that must be one of Maurice's friends. Oh, you got a customer. I got to get my water. Anyway, so Dale comes in there, and he said he wanted to take him to lunch to apologize. He said, apologize for what, bitch? Because they all calling, they greeting each other. Hey, bitch. Hey, bitch. 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 You know. He said, for using your apartment. I said, oh, my God. He said, huh? What you did? He said, he told me he ran into you, and when you by the kitchen and stuff, he said, that was you in that bedroom all night. He said, yeah, you know you got that spare bedroom. You know I need to come over there when I'm cheating on my man and stuff. And so she came and used his. He said, but how'd you get it? Well, you know you keep that spare key above the door frame under the, what is it, under the boa, the feather boa. And Maurice almost died standing there. I swear he probably peed on himself just standing there. He was like, oh, my God, what did I do? What did I do? See, that's why he shouldn't talk so much, because he didn't know who was in there. He said, yeah, I didn't want to come in there. Why'd you come in? Because I wasn't dressed and all this stuff. Maurice hurried up and left. Had to go home and apologize. But he could not, before cursing that Dale out and telling him never to come back to his house again. He was so pissed. He said, what did I miss? What did I miss? He said, your goddamn brain. You missed it. Maurice was pissed. So he gets home to find Calvin. They all sad. Calvin is sad. He's upset. he Maurice apologizes to Calvin because he says it's his fault. He explains what happened with his friend Dale. And he said, I keep telling y'all, it wasn't me. I'm not gay. And others, he said, honestly, I was hoping it was you in the room. At least he was honest. Maurice said he was hoping it was Calvin in here. Calvin's like, I'm sick of you. So Maurice told him to basically burn that damn mattress and not to use it no more and stuff. He said, because they were in there and stuff. Oh my God. He told him how he got in, and his friend didn't realize that he had a roommate now. And that's what happened. And Maurice was like, no, Calvin said, you better go back to that bank and tell her the truth about me and tell Sabrina the truth. He said, I stayed at this girl's house. And that's what he said he was going to do. And that's what he had done. So that was that. What else happened? Andy calls Gary and tells him not to go to her office and to meet her at her apartment at 5 o'clock. And I was like, damn, they didn't even show her going to work that day. So she'd been home the whole day, if you ask me and you. But that's what we saw, right? We never saw her going to the office, walking around with that ring, trying to hide her finger the whole day. Fatima coming in there to check on her said, you okay, honey? Anyway, so she tells him, he said, oh, so you gonna wear the ring all day long? And she's like, yeah. So he's happy. Does that mean we engaged? You know, Gary don't give up. He didn't quit, nothing. But she was like, no, it doesn't mean that, you know. Anyway, and then somebody knocks at the door. She said, I gotta go now. He said, what's that? Damn, Gary got good eyes. Ears. He heard that knock, 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 knock. What's that? Oh, that was nothing. She had to lie and say that. He wouldn't know why some man coming to the door again. But it was the popo. What was his name? Officer, I forgot his name. Avery something. Officer Avery. I don't see it in my... Avery Harper. Right. So he's asking her, is she okay? He heard she called for police. Is she okay? Does she need any medical assistance? She's saying she's okay. I was assaulted today. Okay. She had everything written up. I don't know how she had these yellow forms. How do you have those forms that usually police officers need to have to write their stuff up and give it to her? But I don't know. She must have been some kind of legal pad she had. She had everything written up. The person's name. She had Jasmine's name down. Where it happened. What transpired. And what's the cameras. Where the cameras are. Blah, blah, blah. Witness. Details. And the police officers asked these questions. She said, if you look at the paper, it's there. Look at the paper. He was too busy looking at her because he had seen her in court before. And he always thought she was a beautiful woman. And he figured she probably was married. And now that he sees a ring on her finger, he knows she is. But he always said that if he got the opportunity, he would give her his number and ask to call and stuff. And so he did give the number just in case she needs it. She gonna need that damn number for, what's his name? Gary. She gonna need, yeah, I'm in my pajamas. You damn right. Yeah, so she gonna need the number. She gonna need that number at some point. She gonna call that police officer. That's the reason that he's being introduced into this show. Just like so. Anyway, what else happened? He was like, who would want to hurt you? I can't believe who would want to hurt you. She said, look in the paper. I said, no, tell him you was cheating with somebody's damn husband. Tell them that. Tell him that part. That's why somebody want to hurt you. Tell him what it was about. See, because when she's telling him to pick up that woman, when she's telling him to pick up Jasmine gonna tell him she was cheating with my damn husband. And then she gonna have a bad look to Officer Avery Harper. Don't y'all think? Y'all let me know down in the comment section, but I'm sure that's what's gonna happen. And she said, and he did ask at the end, can I call you? And she's looking at him. And I'm like, stupid. You just said, I think she's married. He said, to give you the information. She's like, oh, no, you can text me. Anyway, who else? What is that? Maurice, Zach confronts Danny. And he's asking her to tell her, oh, did you tell Karen what I told you to tell you? Did you tell her? She said... She's like, you know, I don't think it was a good time. He was like, see, I knew you wasn't going to tell her. I told you to tell her. And he's fussing at her. I'm like, why you keep fussing at Danny? It ain't Danny's job to pass your messages. And then, so he said, forget it. I'll tell her myself. And that's when Sabrina walks up. He said, You too. Your ass probably think I'm guilty too. You probably, and it's so funny because those are the two who was defending him. Sabrina and Danny was defending him all the way against Karen. But he want to think what he want to do, and they switched him into this other Zach. You know, he's a different Zach when he's with Fatima, but this Zach at the airport that ends up going to meet Karen, those are two different Zachs. And so when he walks away, he said, I'm going to go to my other job, then I'm going to go see her. So he walks away. Sabrina's there, and Danny's looking at her like, okay, why the hell are you here? Why are you here? And what's going on? And she's looking all funny. And Sabrina's like, you know, I'm like, spill it out, girl. You're getting on my damn nerves. So she tells Danny what happened with Calvin and what Maurice told her. And then what Calvin, what she thought happened. And Danny's like, and what did you do? What did you do? And she said, I called him and I said this and I said that and I did this and I did. And I was so mad. She said, there it is. You always do it. She said, you always do it. She said, I'm sick of this bullshit with you. I said, dang, Danny. She was just like, I'm sick of it. You know, so she told her, look, you don't even like him. Wouldn't you like him? You don't even like him because what? He wanted a commitment. He wanted a commitment that you didn't want to do. And then after you didn't do the commitment, he was out with another girl the next day. What? What kind of commitment is that? She's like, move on. Just move on and let it go. Then we come to Aaron. Aaron brings flowers to the salon for Karen. And Pam is still flirting. I don't know why she got to flirt with everybody. Her ass need somebody need to do something to her. She is always flirting with everybody that walks through the door. It's annoying to me. It really is. So she trying to flirt with Aaron. And he's like, no, the flowers are not for you this time. He's indulging her with the nonsense. Okay. So they go back into the back room and he massages Karen's feet for her. And then they talking and everything. And they make plans to discuss having sex over dinner. Because Karen is like, as he massaging her feet, she feeling horny again. And she like to get this off. Girl, you better get you one of them dildos or something. You better get something. Because Aaron ain't trying to give it up. Should have took it when he was trying to give it up. That's when you wasn't trying to take it. I don't know. Maybe she thought she was going to go to hell if she screwed a reverend or something. I don't know whether he is a minister. Anyway, so they go in the back room. He's massaging her feet. They discuss that. Zach comes to the salon pissed. Pam is telling him he can't go back there. He's going back there. Why? That dude back there, he back there? He said, I don't care. He goes back there. They coming out anyway. Aaron's standing there while he's fussing at Karen. Why you do this? I got arrested. She's like, good, you know, and they back and forth. And he's like, dude, you really gonna stand there the whole time? You gonna stand there the whole time? He's like, Karen's like, nah, you could go. It's cool. You could go ahead. You know, so she's sitting there. He's fussing at her. Aaron leaves. Zach's still going in. She said, you know what, Zach, come in the back room. She shows Zach the credit card bill with his signature on it so he know. But Karen, you know I wouldn't do that. Look at me. Look at me. Would I do something like that? I wouldn't do that to you. She said, yeah, she would. Why would I do that? Would you do that? She's like, to hurt me? She's just like, because it just sounds like, honestly, let's be honest. It sounds like a line. Look at me. Why would I do that? Guilty people do that too. A lot of guilty people do that. Innocent people do it too, but guilty people do that as well. So she said, you want to hurt me. I don't want to hurt you. I love you, Karen. I always loved you. I'm trying to get my shit together so I don't have to hurt you. So I wouldn't hurt you anymore. I'm tired of feeling like shit when you thinking I did this. And it's not right. I loved you. I loved you. I tried to do the best I can. I was with you when you was here. And I didn't have no money and nowhere to go. And you was trying to build this thing from the ground up. And I watched you. And I watched you. And I can't wait till I get my shit together so I can pay you back every effing dime you ever gave me, so I don't have to keep feeling like shit no more. I said it. I mean, he was going in. I started damn crying. I was like, Karen wouldn't look at him, and she knew it because her heart was melting. Karen's heart was melting because he was pouring it out. Honestly, he was pouring that on. It was touching me. And Karen, she kept her eyes closed. You won't even look at me. Look at me. You won't even look at me. Karen's like, nigga. I don't want to look at you. And she opened her eyes, and that was it. There was almost tears in her eyes, too. There was just, I knew it was about to happen, and it started going down. They kissed. He held her tight, and clothes is off. Everything was going bounce, bounce, more bounce to the And then what did they do? They freaking switched to doggone Gary and Andy in that damn apartment. They killed me. So she got the wine all set and everything, and he comes in and unlocks the damn ring with the ring thing. She said it felt like bondage, like a bondage ring. You know, it is kind of like you stuck with somebody. It locks on you and stuff like handcuffs. You know what I mean? Anyway, so they're sitting there talking, and he wants her to be Mrs. Borders, and she tells him what Jasmine did, and he's like, that biatch, I can't believe it. I'm trying to do everything right and start fresh, and she's messing things up, and she's told her she's having her arrested, and that her and her two girls jumped her and beat her up, and she asked him what would these do. He know their names, and so she's sitting there trying to describe them. One was tall and dark, and the other one had braids. What kind of damn description is that? Y'all could have did a better description. I wear braids. Don't you? Half of y'all out there wear braids. The other one had braids. It could have been any one of y'all out there. she didn't even describe her. It was just didn't even make sense. But he said, that sounds like Jill and Macy, you know. And, oh, that's great. That's great. Now, do you know their last names? Now, how many of y'all men's know y'all girlfriend's last names like that? I mean, unless y'all around them that much, how many know their last name? He had their last name. He said Parker and Willis. He didn't say which one was Parker and which one is Willis. He just gave two first names, two last names. Which one go with which? I mean, is it Jill? Is it Jill Parker or is it Jill Willis? Is it Macy Parker, Macy Willis? You know. Anyway. But he's like, I don't want anybody to hurt you. It pisses me off. It makes me mad. I'm going to go talk to her. I'm going to say something. I'm not even. She's like, don't do nothing. Please. Don't even. I'm trying to get this, you know. So he said, I'm never meant to hurt you. Oh, because he said, I don't want nobody to hurt you. She said, not even you. Not even you, right? And he said, I never meant to hurt you. I love you, Andy. I don't want to hurt you. I love you very much from the bottom of my heart. So he said, I want us to start over fresh. I want us to start new, you know. And he's like, why don't you marry me and become Mrs. Borders? He wanted her to marry. She's like, let me think about it. And she goes, well, I'm not giving up my career. And I'm not moving to no country. And I'm not going to have any babies right away. And he's like, well, he said, oh, we could move anywhere. We can move to the city close to your friends. He said, I don't care. He said, I'll even move next door to Danny. She said, I know your ass lying now. Danny be over there all the time to get some food and money or whatever. Who knows? So she put the ring back on her finger and they kissed and everything. And I said, oh, okay. So it's going to be like that. And then it ended basically with Aaron. He comes back to the salon because he left his phone and Pam's listening to the door being nosy. And she's trying to stop him from going in there. And he goes in there. He said, oh my God, what are they doing? Fighting. He busts the door open and they in there getting it on, sweating. It wasn't like that shower scene with Fatima, but they was getting it in there. I tell you that much. And bam, that's how it ended. They was doing the nasty. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think. This your girl Barbie J saying